The forest was quiet, peaceful in the way I needed it to be. The trees didn't ask questions. The wind didn't care that I hadn't shifted. The moon, even half hidden behind clouds, still felt like home. I walked toward the river bend, breathing in the cool pine air. And that's when I saw him, tall, broad-shouldered, golden blonde hair catching the last streaks of sunlight. His green eyes glinted as he stood by the water, looking like he belonged to some ancient painting. The future Alpha, and completely out of place. "You're not lost, are you?" I called, arms folded. He turned slowly, eyes locking on mine. My breath hitched, then he smiled, confident, relaxed.
I'm Andre, and you must be Ariel Moon.
"The Andre? The future Alpha," he said.
The one and only.
I narrowed my eyes. "How do you know my name?" He smirked.
The perks of being the future Alpha. I make it my business to know everyone in the pack.
His eyes softened when I laughed, for the first time in a long time. I didn't feel like the broken girl without a wolf. Then everything changed, he said suddenly, voice hushed, almost reverent.
You're my mate.
I froze. "What?"
He whispered.
I felt it. The moment I saw you, the bond, it's real.
Tears stung my eyes. I hadn't shifted. No wolf, no mark, and yet, the goddess had still chosen me? I looked up at the moon, hope swelling in my chest. Until his expression twisted, he muttered, stepping back.
I can't do this.
I blinked. "What?"
You're half human. You don't even have a wolf. How could the goddess pair me with you?
My stomach dropped. "Andre, please," he snapped.
You're not worthy of being my mate.
I stumbled a step back, he said, voice tightening.
Ariel Moon of the Blood Moon Pack. I reject you as my mate.
The words shattered something inside me. I stared at him in disbelief. At the man I thought might be different, I whispered.
I don't understand. You're 19. Still wolfless. You're incomplete.
So you think I'm broken? He looked away.
This isn't personal.
But it was everything. Then his power flared, his aura slamming into me like a wall of fire. My knees buckled. The command in his voice rang like a bell in my bones. My body trembled under the weight of his alpha tone.
I, Andre Moore, future alpha of the Blood Moon Pack, reject you, Ariel Moon, as my mate and Luna of this pack.
He growled.
Accept it. I command you as your future alpha.
I gasped. He wasn't just rejecting me. He was forcing me to accept it. I'd believed the mate bond was sacred, forged by the moon goddess herself. Now it was being broken by pride and cruelty. My throat burned. My heart screamed, but the alpha tone coiled around me like barbed wire. I couldn't fight it. I met his gaze, voice cracking as I spoke the words he demanded. I, Ariel Moon, daughter of Noah Moon, accept your rejection. And I reject you, Andre Moore, as my mate. The bond snapped. The silence that followed was worse than any scream. He turned his back on me, already walking away, and I stood there, in the darkening woods, shaking. Not just with pain, but with the promise that I would never let anyone break me again. 3 years later, the campus of the New York College of the Arts buzzed with life. Students were everywhere, sketchbooks, camera gear, oversized headphones, and the smell of caffeine in the air. The tower studio was my safe space. High ceilings, dusty sunlight, the scent of paint and ambition. My world. I stood in front of the canvas, staring at the prompt written in chalk. Paint someone important in your life. Someone who shaped you. Let the emotion lead your brush. Easy, right? Except not. My mind spun. My mom. My dad. My brother Chase. Even his mate Lena and their baby Kiara. And him. Andre. My hand clenched around the brush. No. Not today. I started sketching my mother's smile instead. her warmth, her calm eyes, the feel of her hand on my forehead when I had fevers as a child. Every stroke was like tracing a ghost. Uncle Ben's diner was like a warm hug. Cozy booths, vintage posters, and mashed potatoes that could make a grown man cry. By the time we left, we were laughing like lunatics. That's when it happened. The bell jingled above the diner door as we stepped out. I was still laughing when I hit him, or rather, slammed into a chest so solid, I thought I'd bounced off a building, my palms pressed against firm muscle and soft black fabric. Then, scent, not Andre. This was frost, black cedar, and something wild. It wrapped around me like silk dipped in thunder. My wolf Lyra, who I had 2 years back, stirred. Mate. The word echoed in my soul like a drumbeat. His gaze snapped to mine like he felt it too. His lips parted slightly.
You.
He whispered. I backed away fast. I have to go, I said, heart racing, and then I ran. I don't know why. Maybe because I wasn't ready. Maybe because I knew exactly what finding a mate could cost me. He didn't chase me, but I felt his eyes burning into my back as I disappeared into the crowd. Because my heart was still screaming one word, mate, and my soul had finally stirred. I tightened my hoodie, the morning chill slipping under the fabric. But it wasn't the cold that made me shiver. It was pressure, that prickling weight at the back of my neck. I stopped walking, so I whispered, "Do you feel that?" She paused beside me.
Feel what?
Like we're being watched. Zoe rolled her eyes.
Girl, we live in New York. Someone is always watching because we're hot.
I didn't laugh. Lyra stirred. Not afraid. Just aware. Like something was moving just outside the light. That feeling. That weight. Like someone was memorizing me from far away. I turned my head, scanning the crowd. Nothing. But the air told a different story. "He's close," Lyra whispered. I swallowed hard. Because I knew somewhere just out of sight, he was watching. The morning sun filtered through the tall studio windows. I stood at the threshold of the art building, trying to shake the strange energy still clinging to my skin. The man I had bumped into last night. The one with eyes like frozen lightning, the one whose presence made Lyra, my wolf, stir for the first time in years. I hadn't seen him again, but I felt him. Like smoke that wouldn't leave the air. Inside the painting class, the scent of turpentine and oil filled my lungs. Brushes clicked. Canvases groaned under weight. My classmates murmured around me as I took my seat. Professor Clark stood at the front, grinning like a man with a secret. His paint-splattered shirt was as chaotic as his energy.
All right, creatives.
He announced.
Today, I want you to paint someone who's been haunting your mind. Don't overthink it. Let your emotion guide you.
Around me, easels turned. Colors came alive. I just stared at the canvas. My hand hesitated above the palette, brush trembling slightly. Don't think, I told myself. Just feel. And suddenly, like my fingers had a mind of their own, I painted. Dark, tousled hair, a chiseled jaw. Eyes. Those silver eyes. The stranger. Why him? Why was he etched into my thoughts like a scar? When I finally stopped, I blinked. The face on the canvas looked alive. Too alive. I stepped back, startled. Whispers started behind me.
Whoa, who is that? He's gorgeous. Look at his eyes. They're unreal. My God, Ariel. The detail, the raw emotion, it's like he's staring right through us.
Professor Clark leaned in, pushing his glasses up with paint-stained fingers. I looked at it again and shivered. Because it felt like he was. That night, the apartment was too quiet. Zoe hadn't come home. Of course she hadn't. I dropped my keys on the counter, kicked off my shoes, and padded toward the kitchen. I opened the cupboard, then froze. Something was off. The hairs on my neck rose. I turned, and there he was, emerging from the shadows beside the fridge like he belonged there. The stranger, silver eyes. That same dark energy, that same intoxicating scent, frost and cedar and power. I couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. He just stared at me, like he knew me. Like I was something precious he'd been searching for. My voice finally found itself. Who are you? He didn't answer. Instead, he stepped forward. Lyra roared awake in my chest.
May.
The word exploded through me like lightning. And then,
Mine.
he growled, low and possessive. I flinched. No, you're wrong. His eyes darkened. I'm not. I shook my head, backing away. I already had a mate. I don't want another.
You don't get to choose. The bond already has.
I spun and bolted. My feet pounded against the hardwood floor as I rushed to my room. I slammed the door shut behind me, locking it with trembling hands. My chest rose and fell rapidly. My fingers trembled. My head spun. This isn't happening. Not again. Not when I finally had peace. I sank onto the bed, heart thundering. But exhaustion crept in, numbing the fear. My eyes fluttered shut. Sleep dragged me under. I never heard the door creak open. I didn't see him step into the room, slow and quiet. I didn't see the pain and longing in his eyes as he looked at me, like I was something lost he'd finally found. I only stirred faintly when something soft pressed to my mouth. A cloth, sweet scented. Sleep took me completely. And when I woke, I wasn't in my room. I was gone,